Hello everyone and welcome to Club Reaction to Rangers 3 Motherwell 0. Season's greetings from the Viceroy bar. I am Scott Carney, I am with Alistair Pearson. Hello Ali.
How we doing, lads? I was going to say that.
Is that
That was enjoyable.
Scott Graham.
Well, absolutely perfect. Once again, Rangers have really excited me tonight.
Yeah, that's... Look, I know what the comments we've been getting recently, I do get that. It's a 3-0 win, it's a clean sheet, there's positives in it. However, the performance levels are still something to be desired, and I think that's me really putting it politely. I don't think we are quite hitting the levels that we would expect to hit, and I think that's me probably putting it politely. However, in saying that, the starting 11 tonight really excited all of us, to be honest. McGregor, Tavernier, Goldson, Davies, Barisic come back in, Lundstrom, Jack, Tillman, Lowry, Kent and Morelos. Ali, we all had a wee spring in our step when we seen that Lowry was starting as a front four, if you like.
Yeah, we were all the wee buzz in the pub when we seen it come out. Barisic at left back. I thought Barisic would play minutes today, whether it was coming on or starting. He's starting against Celtic, so there's a clue for the second. But yeah, wee Lowry in there with Tillman. Yeah, I like the look of it. On paper, I like the look of it, and yeah, I was excited going to Ibrox tonight. I thought for the weather.
Yeah, Scotia, I think we all were. I thought we were quite excited about the team.
No, I've seen that team come out and I was like, that way refreshing it so many times on Twitter before it comes out.
You don't want to see Scotia's Twitter feed, by the way.
I know, it looked really exciting. I was interested to see how he was going to set up with playing both Lowry and Tillman and Kent. You know, so is it a front four? Is he playing two up top and things? So it would be interesting to see it, but I've seen that lineup come out and I was like, no, that's exciting.
Yeah, I was exactly the same. Into the game itself, I mean, Rangers, we didn't really hit any sort of rhythm, I didn't think, but we did manage to take the lead. Borna Barisic with an absolute beautiful ball in. Morelos is there to head it home. And Ali, I did think at this point, we could be onto something here, because it wasn't, I mean, I'm not going to say it was the greatest of starts, but to get a goal like that, you were like, right, this surely is going to spark something.
Yeah, I didn't think we were great up to that goal, to be honest. And then obviously Barisic, that's why Barisic's a left back, and he's got that wand of a left foot, and he puts it right on the money to Morelos. It's a bullet header, and like Carney says there, you think we're 1-0 up after whatever it was, and you think, yeah, we can kick on now, and that's what I was hoping at that point.
Yeah, Scotia, I think we were all the same.
Oh, my Croatian prince.
Yes.
And I think we've already got that into Ryan. Ryan was not pleased when that went through earlier. But no, yeah, it was a great cross in by Barisic. But there was, prior to that, McGregor nearly had made an absolute arse of something.
Yes.
And the Motherwell, and even at that
not
stage,
catching the ball.
Yeah, even at that stage, I was like, oh, this is a bit of a slog already. But the goal went in, and you're thinking, no, that's a decent goal. Good play by Borna, and then Morelos to knock it away.
Yeah, it was a great start. After that, I do think Rangers lost their way a wee bit, and I think again it's hard to really put your finger on why. I thought, again, I don't want to be too negative on players. I thought Lowry looked a wee bit lost with the system that we're trying to play. Maybe it's something he's going to need to get used to.
He was too deep for me, Lowry.
Yeah, but there didn't really seem to be much of a positive effect after the goal. I felt like it was a wee bit of a slog, and it was becoming a bit of a hard task to watch. We didn't really offer very much, and then again, it's one of those things though. It's like you might be unhappy with the levels of performance, but Barisic takes a corner, mate, and we score from a corner. Connor Goldson gets himself on the score sheet, and it's 2-0.
Connor Goldson's been dueling them for years.
Yeah, absolutely years.
The amount of times he balloons a header over the bar goals, and it was a great header. I think again, Barisic again. I know Ryan gives Barisic a hard time, but he's critical for us this season. I think he's one of our best players this season, Barisic, and I think even Ryan would agree with that.
No, I know he
maybe
wouldn't.
Maybe it wouldn't, but on the money, Connor Goldson, and we're 2-0 up. And even at that point, Connor, I'm thinking we're 2-0 up, but without really playing that great, to be honest. But I'll take it. As Ryan says, he'll take results like that every week as long as Rangers win.
Yeah, and I think that's a thing that I'm trying my hardest to get to, Scotia, is feeling like that. And I think I said to my dad, even at half time, I said, if we were top of the league, if everything was going in our favour and we had a performance like that, it wouldn't really matter. But because of where we are as a stature of a team, you're wanting more of a performance. However, you're 2-0 at half time at home against Motherwell. Motherwell are not a good team. They offered extremely little today.
Poor, yeah.
But even at that, we're still kind of going, that wasn't particularly great, but we're 2-0 up.
Yeah, you'd like that. And there was moments from certain players that you could see it almost clicking, but then it was all stop-start an awful lot, and unfortunately that kind of carried out throughout the team. There were some very poor performances, I thought, from certain players. There was an interesting point you spoke at half-time when you were speaking about Lowry there and about Tillman, and you sort of felt that because Lowry was playing so deep, Tillman didn't kind of know
what he was. Yeah.
It's one of these things that...
Did you know, I think Scotia should have been one or the other, though.
Yeah, potentially,
It's as if they put the two of them in there, but to me, it should have been one or the other.
I thought Tillman would have been the further forward player in that, along with Kent and Lowry. I thought Tillman would be up there with Alfie more, which he wasn't. He was, again, we know Beale likes to play like an inside 10, so he wasn't too far out in the right, but he was in there, and Lowry was awful deep.
Yeah, I just felt like Lowry was getting lost a wee bit, and I do think that affected, like my dad said, Tillman's not been in the game. I was like, I think he's struggling to find where he's meant to be playing. And look, this is something that's going to develop over time. I'm not being too critical. I don't want it to sound like I'm being too critical, because I think Lowry's got a massive future, but today, whatever reason, it didn't really seem to work. The best move of the game, actually, we didn't even mention in the first half, Morelos was really unlucky. We had a great moment of football. Morelos was unlucky with his effort. It probably deserved a goal. Probably deserved a goal. Tillman did really well in that. In the second half, there was no changes, and again, it was pretty much the same. It didn't really change at all. It was a bit of a hard watch, but again, we scored another goal. Mark Tillman with a great finish, Ali. This is what this boy offers you. I think he's a real talent. I think really where the defender is, he probably doesn't really. The odds are he probably doesn't score that, but he manages to find the only really route for the ball into the goal, and it is 3-0. And you're kind of looking at it going, we're 3-0 up and we've not done very much.
Yeah, it's bizarre, because most folk are thinking, if you win 3-0, it's just,
I know, we'll get the negative
Nancy
comments.
Really exciting game, but it wasn't a really, I wouldn't say it was, we had all of the ball without, I would say, really doing a lot with it, but that was a good goal by Rangers. Tillman gets the ball out his feet, and as soon as he does it, I know he's scoring. I actually said to Scotia on the way down the road there, how many goals has actually Tillman scored for Rangers? He's said off the top of his head roughly maybe 7 goals, which I think is a great return for a 20-year-old who's just trying to establish himself in this Rangers team. And we know there's a player in Malik Tillman. There's a definite player in Malik Tillman, and that's what he does. He's a Hadji type player, a moments player. He'll provide moments of genius at points, and it was a great goal by Tillman. Yeah,
I think Tillman, Scotia, is probably winning the hearts of most Rangers fans over right now, that we think whatever the price is, we pay it.
No, I'm on record saying it so much, but and I think as well with Tillman, he seems to have like a really, really good understanding with Alfie. At times you could see them like kind of knowing they're on each other's wavelength at certain points. There was a few unlucky kind of 1-2s with him and Morelos for sure. Yeah, but I mean I thought, see the 3 goals that we scored tonight, all 3 goals were
good
cracking goals.
Good goals.
But like Ali's saying, you're coming away from it.
Their keeper had nothing really to do.
You're coming away from it.
But that's all that matters, I suppose. That is all that matters, and I'm trying my hardest not to be kind of too down about it. I genuinely am. We made 4 subs at that point. Tav came off, Lundstrom came off, Jack came off, and who else came off? No, Morelos didn't come off at that point. Who else came off? Jack Lundstrom, Tav, and who else? I can't remember. How bad is that? How bad is that? But anyway, we made multiple changes at that point, and I do think we kind of stagnated in the second half. Second half wasn't a very enjoyable watch after that. Morelos then goes down. Let's all pray that's nothing too serious, because we're really going to need him, considering that Cholak and Roof
said it was a slight groin injury apparently.
Oh, did he?
And he hopefully should be okay.
Right, so you've got to hope that he is okay, and then Rabbit Vitondo could not to replace him. I'm really trying my hardest not to be negative. I'm done with him, Ali. I am completely 100% finished with him. Beale can tell me it's a crisis of confidence all he wants. Rabbit Vitondo is not it.
Yeah, the Ryan's out of darts. tonight or tomorrow night. I know he's got Matondo on his card. The best young Welshman he knows is Ryan Matondo. That's his card down there. But he's through and goal twice tonight, Matondo, like he was against Ross County, and he just hits the keeper. He's
not doing himself any favours.
No, at the moment he's a boy short of confidence, as Beale said. The problem with Matondo is he's got this $3 million price tag over him, and $3 million I know in football is not that very much money, but for us it is money.
Yeah.
And he's done nothing. He's done nothing to justify it at all. And once again, he's come on and shown nothing again. And I know you're done with him, Carney. I'm
done.
And we have a laugh and a joke at Matondo, but it isn't a joke, like I say, because we spent good money on the boy. But once again, he's come on and he's offered absolutely nothing against a poor Motherwell team that he should be running riot against, and he didn't.
Yeah, Scotia again. I don't want it to sound like I'm singling out players. Because I want every Rangers player to be a success. Whether people choose to believe that or not, it is the truth. But with Ravi Matondo, mate, I cannot understand why we spent $3 million on this lad.
It's one of those almost like swinging hope kind of things, hoping that it pays off, and the evidence right now isn't that it's not paid off. Being more negative, there was another player there, but it was an interesting one that Ali had said to me as well, is do you think he'll have the balls to put Devine in front of Tav at times?
Yeah.
Devine obviously came on
Tav
for Tav.
was poor.
And Tav did have another poor game by his style, and I think Tav's always been fairly decent for us since he's joined. I know people got on his back occasionally back when they were in the championship and things, but he's always been consistent. This is the worst form that Tav's been hitting, and he brought Devine on. I thought Devine looked bright at the start, and so that's going to be interesting.
He won't drop.
No, he won't not
We
for the
all
Old
know.
Firm, but it's going to be interesting to see after the Old Firm
what he does. Yeah, I agree. I do agree. I think we've all kind of banged the drum about Tav. With the majority of us, I think, on the pod have banged the drum about Tav about how much we should stick with him, etc. But there's something not quite right.
It just looks like it's a yard off.
Something's just not quite right.
And we were playing these inverted wingers, and you want Barisic and Tav to kind of go a wee bit, and he just doesn't have that engine
No,
that
he doesn't.
that you associate James Tavernier with. And I thought the young lad Devine come on and showed again that he's more than capable of filling in, but the problem is we've got too many big games coming up, and I don't think he's going to put the young boy in. When the young boy, to be fair, I think would do a job, but Tav is the captain, and it's
one of the ones. It's a catch-22. It is. I do think Beale's got.
Now that Goldson's back in centre of defence, I think that makes it a wee bit easier.
Yeah, probably
to switch them round. But like Ali says, probably not for that Old Firm.
And anybody that says we didn't miss Connor Goldson is a liar. Is an absolute liar. I do think, taking away from that, I think Beale needs to make a decision on what he's going to do goalkeeper wise. Alan McGregor has been a legend, he has, etc. But there's too many dodgy decisions that he's making himself. It's nothing to do with the team, it's what McGregor's choosing to do right now. See, if he's not the future, get McCrory in. We have to start moving on from what this is, because it's going to crop up and bite us, in my personal opinion. Anyway, it's a 3-0 win, it's a clean sheet, you've got to take it and you've got to move on, and we're now into probably the biggest game of our season so far. Don't think there's any really doubt about that at all. For tonight, Ali, can you pick a man of the match?
Yes, my man of the match today is Connor Goldson. Like you say there, he is critical to that back line. I am delighted he is back. It's no coincidence that we have had 2 clean sheets in the last 2 games with Connor Goldson and Ben Davies at the heart of the centre half positions there. And he scored a goal. He's my man of the match for tonight.
Scotia?
That's an interesting question. I don't think there was anyone that was a standout man of the match. There was moments from certain individuals. I thought Barisic done pretty well. Get through the game comfortably. Goldson, a great shout. I thought Kent. I know Kent got the sponsors man of the match in the stadium, and
somebody
Kent
wanted
again.
to meet Kent, I think.
Yeah, probably. But there was moments as well where Kent done stuff that you looked at, like a couple of times he kicked the ball out the pitch. And what you doing?
I know.
But there was wee flashes. I don't think there was a standout man of the match for me, so no, probably
not picking one. So
time.
I'll go with Borna Barisic. It's 2 assists for him in his first game back. I think you can see why he's in the team, and most of all, it annoyed Ryan. So that will do me for that. So from all of us, have a very, very happy New Year. Oh no, telling a lie. We're going to be back on Friday. We'll do a preview of the Old Firm game coming up. We're going to need to try and raise the battle fever, try our best to raise the battle fever. I don't know, but we'll certainly do our best. Ali, thanks very much.
No problem. We're not being negative. I know a lot of people have a go at us saying we're quite negative. We like to say what we see, to be honest, but I would like to say on the Celtic game, Motherwell really did offer nothing today, so we didn't really have to go up the gears. We will have to go up the gears against this Celtic team who we know won 4-0 tonight against away at Hibs, so the second will be a different game. We will have to up the gears, and I think we will up the gears, and the second will take care of itself.
Yeah, let's hope so. I like that. Well done, Alistair. Scotia.
You're giving me more confidence on that, because I've still got a wee bit of the fear after watching the last performance from Rangers, but we'll see how it goes.
We'll see how it goes. Yeah, thank you everybody. We're back on Friday. Wish you a happy new year at that point. So we are Club at 22 the Rangers podcast. Please like, subscribe, all the usual stuff. Speak to you Friday. Cheers everybody.